The Color Me Drug-Free event was started in 2019 by a group of drug-free all-star high school seniors of the Piney Woods Community Academy. This year, they have expanded the event to include drug-free all-stars from different schools across Angelina County. Diboll drug-free all-star Tierra Nieves believes life is more valuable than drugs.
I feel like that things that you learn, they always start when you're younger, so therefore you need to get involved with the youth and stuff like that so that they can grow up and live like their lives healthier.
Participants made their way through a 15-part obstacle course, getting marked with colors for being drug-free. Each obstacle had its own meaning.
For example, we have a beanbag toss where they're going to toss out drugs.
Sharon Crook is the executive director of the Coalition, a community organization dedicated to preventing substance abuse.
We just really want to spread the message of the fact that you can have a drug-free life, substance-free life, alcohol, drugs, tobacco. You don't need any of those things to be able to come out and have a good time.
Crook believes seeing older youth volunteers could inspire younger children to choose a drug-free life.
Research shows us that kids that use harmful substances when they're young, before their brain is fully developed, that they are more apt to have addiction problems later in life.
Shakina Davis, East Texas News Weekend.